Alright, so what I'm going to try and do in this little lesson is talk about Kurt Rosenwinkel's composition Minor Blues and the chords that he uses, some of the little substitutions or the little movements he uses to go into for the most part, standard minor blues changes. So this is in the key of E flat. So you've got that chord, you've got that chord for a little while, you've got that chord again, and normally you'd have like a 5 chord, but at that point he puts another chord in, B sus chord, 7, B flat altered chord, and then it goes down to, this is a great change, an A major 7, then an A minor 7, A minor 9 sound. So we're going to look at those chords. First one, I'd probably play more of like a Dorian sound, but you could get away with any one of the minor scales you like. Pick and change depending on if there's a chord player backing you. That's pretty much Dorian stuff there, I suppose. But just before you go to the 4 chord, in the normal structure of the minor blues, put a little A13 in, or a E7, E flat 7, flat 9 sort of altered sound. And then you land on that chord, and it just sort of gives it a little bit of a movement into there. Except for that, it's kind of cool if the band doesn't play that. If the band's just going, and then that's when the change sort of pushes against the harmony of or the structure of the framework of what's happening anyway. Okay, then as you come back into the E flat minor, you can also put an altered chord there on the 5 chord. It's a pretty sort of standard thing to do. And that's, leads back into that sound nicely. And that's something that I've spent a lot of time working between 2 chords, between a series of a lot of chords, or in particular making a little bit more sort of fine tune and just getting from one chord to the next. And 5-1 in a minor key is a really good one to work on. Next one is over this chord. You could use a B, obviously B mixolydian, but you could miss out the 3rd. That's probably one of the avoid notes there, but whatever, you can do whatever you want. And I'd like to F sharp. I'd like to play F sharp minor pentatonic. That sounds kind of cool over there. And also a tone up, C sharp minor pentatonic over there. It's kind of got a little bit more of a, it doesn't have the dominant 7th in it or the 3rd, so it has this open, keeps it nice and open. A major 7, whatever you want, Lydian. And then A minor 7. Which is a really nice change going back to the E flat minor. So those are the chords, and then I'm going to do, in the next little session, I'm going to do a little solo at the top.